Other headlines, there's been a firestorm of criticism after Mayor Mamdani doubled down on his promise to arrest Israel's prime minister when he arrives in New York for the UN General Assembly. Political reporter Marcia Kramer has reaction from the president and also local Jewish leaders.
I believe that when someone is charged with an international criminal court warrant, it's something that should be taken seriously, whether it's Benjamin Netanyahu or it's Vladimir Putin or whomever else. What I've also made clear is that my administration will follow all applicable local laws.
With the UN General Assembly due to convene in less than 2 months, Mayor Mamdani refused to back off his insistence that he is involved in active conversation with his lawyers about arresting the Israeli leader when he steps foot in New York City. His comments provoking a firestorm. President Trump unequivocal that Mamdani has no authority to go after the Israeli leader. Benjamin Netanyahu will not be arrested in any way, shape, or form while in the United States of America, the president said on social media. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman.
He's just a clown to even say that.
He's doing it purely for political theater. He's doing it because he's a demagogue. He knows that by demonizing Israel, he can rile up his base. And unfortunately, the side effect of that is that Jews in New York City feel the side effects of this anti-Zionist baiting.
Jewish leaders said the mayor's threats to go after Netanyahu lead to a rise in anti-Semitism.
It empowers anti-Semites. That's the problem with the mayor's rhetoric. And he refuses to see this. He refuses to take a look at what anti-Zionist rhetoric can do. Because I have to tell you that when people raise the level of hatred of Israel in the streets, it's the Jews that are going to get attacked.
Marcia, it appears that the mayor was careful today to say that he will follow local law. What does that mean?
Well, you know, here's the truth. There's really no local law that governs the arrest of a foreign dignitary. And federal law dictates that foreign policy and diplomatic relations and any government official coming to the United States is protected by something called, and I quote, absolute head of state diplomatic immunity. Translation, he can't arrest Netanyahu. And if he did, federal agents would probably intervene and stop it.
So why does he keep saying it then?
Well, it's pretty simple. It's that it excites his base. Remember, younger pro-Palestinian voters went to the polls in droves in huge numbers, and they helped him get elected. And they like the rhetoric, even though he may not be able to come to do it.
Politics.
Politics, yes.
Marcia, thank you.